following up with your leads is just as, if not more, important than the first time you reach out to them. That's why in today's video, you'll learn all about our top 5 email templates for following up, plus best practices for getting responses. Hey everyone, I'm Jeremy and welcome back to B2B Sales and Lead Generation with Uplead. Today's video is packed with B2B follow-up emailing tips, plus 5 helpful example templates. So let's get right into it. First, it's important to understand why you need to follow up your sales emails. Like I mentioned before, 80% of sales that are made outside of the normal sales cycle only occur after at least 5 follow-ups. That's because email has a short shelf life. Only 19% of email campaigns are open within an hour of being sent, which drops to 1% after just a single day. So sending a single email usually isn't going to cut it if you want cold emailing to be effective for you. Following up gives your lead a chance to see your name pop up in their inbox again. And data shows that this gives you a 21% chance of receiving a response the second time. But if you just don't have the right leads who need and can afford what you offer in the first place, you're not going to get a response even after 1,000,001 emails, other than maybe a threat to block or report you. Like the sales equivalent of "get off my lawn, you kids." If you're looking for leads that will respond to your cold emails and follow-ups, it's important to find ones that fit your target customer profiles and have active emails. That's where a B2B prospecting database like Uplead can help, but more on that later. Okay, real quick, if you've learned something new so far, like this video. Now, on to when to send a follow-up. When you're sending follow-up emails, you need to know when to send them. Just like in life, timing is everything. In sales, timing is a major factor in whether or not your email gets opened, and just a half-hour interval can be the difference between your message being read or having it bulldozed into the email trash bin landfill. Maybe they should consider recycling. As a general rule, there are a few days that you should not send follow-up emails. That's weekends, Monday mornings, and Fridays. Most professionals start and end their work weeks by organizing and finalizing tasks. If you're in sales, you probably know about the Monday email purge, deleting messages from the weekend that seem unsolicited or unimportant. And on Fridays, not many people are in the right mindset to start a conversation with a salesperson. I mean, who wants to strike a deal when you're thinking about your weekend parasailing trip or, rewatching The Sopranos and eating hot Cheetos? That's why mid-afternoon, midweek is the perfect time to follow up. The email marketing company MailChimp by Intuit published data showing that the optimum time to send follow-up emails is around Tuesday to Thursday at 2 p.m. Another general guideline is how many times to follow up. You should be persistent until you get a clear no, or until it's no longer worth your time, usually after 3 to 5 emails. You can even automate emails in CRMs or email software, which we'll explain more in a future video. So don't forget to subscribe. This data is great as a rule of thumb, but at the end of the day, experimenting with email at different times is the best way to figure out what works for you. Sales management tools are a seriously effective way to efficiently drive leads into your pipeline. So CRMs can be really beneficial in this process. Check out our video, Lead Generation and CRM Integrations and Automations, in the description for more info on how to track your email data and combine it with a lead gen tool like Uplead. All right, now on to the art of writing the email itself. So, how do you write the perfect follow-up email, you ask? The first step is to really determine the reason why you're sending it and where they are in their sales funnel. Ask yourself these questions. Did you already reach out via email? Is this follow-up part of the cold outreach email series? Did you meet this person in person, through a referral, or via LinkedIn? This is a lot easier to do if you already have a powerful sales funnel. Let's imagine you or another team member met with a prospect at an industry event, but the lead went cold. In this situation, your goal with your follow-up email is to reinvigorate the relationship, getting the spark back. Not in a romantic way, in case you were wondering. Could be done by sending a piece of your own educational content from a blog, video, or article, along with a request for a conversation. In this case, you'd want to start with a short and sweet, catered subject line based on your lead's needs and goals. Marketo published a study showing that 41 characters or less across 7 words is best for subject lines. If this is a cold email, we recommend 2 to 4 words that are hyper-focused on the client and their needs. An example is solar estimated annual savings. It's also a good idea to focus on wordplay and creativity that'll capture the attention of the person receiving the email. We have a video coming soon all about subject lines, so make sure to subscribe and turn on that bell so you won't miss it. In the actual email, you'll want to use direct and clear language that grabs and keeps their attention. Most business people receive an average of 121 emails per day, so it's vital that you don't waste their time if you want to procure a good relationship with that lead. A short email with a call to action letting them know why you want to hear back from them can go a long way. We have a video on our channel called How to Write Cold Emails That Get Responses, so make sure to check that out if you want to learn more about our most helpful and curated email tips. It's also never a bad idea to get a professional copywriter to look over your follow-ups before you send them, or to help you plan for your next ones. We could all use a little extra help sometimes, especially these days. Now, drum roll please. It's time for our top 5 easiest follow-up email templates. For these 5 follow-up templates, feel free to pause the video to jot down some notes or even screenshot them. This first one is all about being short and sweet. It works best for casually making contact with a prospect if they don't reply to your first email. I personally love this one because it includes pleasantries, but saves time by being direct and making your intentions clear. This is a great one for politely reconnecting with a prospect. Plus, it's so nice, you could send it to your grandma. The second template is the post-event follow-up. If you've recently connected with a prospect at a conference or an event, you can drive home the key of messages you discuss with them in person, which will move things along more quickly. This template is polite, and sending a piece of content is also a great idea because it allows you to track through the click-through rate. If they click your link but don't reply, your second follow-up email could ask for their feedback on the content. Next up is the call to action template. If a lead is busy and you ask them to tell you directly why they're not getting back to you, you might just win them over by being to the point and considerate of their time. Warning, I wouldn't recommend sending this one to your grandma. The fourth template, called a direct follow-up template, is tactful and asks for your prospect to take action. Starting out with some humor and then appealing to their needs can help you directly find out what your prospect is looking for, which is a great way to inspire them to act on your proposal. And last but not least is the informative follow-up template. And we mainly recommend it if you've already had a great initial call, email, or in-person conversation. If you already promised to send more info to the prospect, this template is just a light, simple to understand delivery on that promise. If you found any of these templates helpful, you'll love the 20 templates we show you in our video on cold email tactics. So head over to that video after this one. Quite a few are super effective follow-up emails, like the one where you ask if a colleague is a better contact. All right, now that you've got all this follow-up info running through your brain, like I mentioned before, knowing how to write an email can only get you so far if you don't have the right leads. And that's where Uplead can help. Uplead is a lead generation and prospecting database with 95% data accuracy, real-time email verification, CRM integrations, B2B intent data, and data enrichment features, meaning you can find prospects who fit your sales profile to a T. No more wasting time on reaching out to prospects who have outdated info or who don't fit your buyer profile. And if you use Uplead's intent data features, you can prospect to people who may already be searching for a solution like yours, aka those who are most likely to respond to your first email. And who knows, a follow-up might not even be necessary. To learn more about our intent data features, check out our video Uplead Intent Data for B2B Lead Generation. Try Uplead for free for 7 days and get access to all of our features by heading to uplead.com/YouTube. You can explore everything we have to offer and see how easy it is to use for yourself. If you learned something new in this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so that you never miss when we post new videos on B2B sales, cold outreach, and lead generation. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you next time. Peace.